Hey everybody. I'm hoping this is working. Yes, it's working. Okay, I don't know how many minutes I have to film. So what I'm doing is I'm doing this cute little project. It's like a little triangle or a tent fold. Got the idea, and these were the original measurements. They were meant to hold tea bags from a demonstrator. Got the idea from a demonstrator in England, Britain, and I don't know which one in England, I guess. And this is how big it is, and it holds 2 tea bags. But I thought, how cute would it be, because I like tiny stuff and I like chocolate, to make it small enough to fit a Ghirardelli. So I sized it down to where it's 6 by 3 1/4, and we are going to make one of these, okay? So I've done them with, this is retired DSP as the base, and then these are all current materials, current products. And this one's Pool Party. This one is So Saffron. We're gonna make one that is also that's So Saffron. Okay. All right. So first we have our cardstock. This is our So Saffron cardstock, and it is cut 3 1/4 by 6 inches. And I'm going to score it using our Simply Scored tool. I'm about to lose my little pieces here. Okay. On the portrait side, so up and down long ways, you're going to score a 1/2 inch on either side. So a 1/2 inch, and then turn it, and then a 1/2 inch. And then on the landscape side, you're going to do 2 1/4, 4 1/2, and then 5 1/2. Okay. Then you're going to use your bone folder to burnish down all the edges. You could actually use your fingers for this, but oils, moisture, hidden dirt in your fingers could get into your paper and just would not be very pleasant. And plus, this is just easy. It's just really super easy to use your bone folder. Okay, so let's lay this next to my template so we can see what we need to do next. All right, so notice the flap doesn't have these little wings on the side, so I'm going to go ahead and cut them out. They are not needed. Okay. I love this project. And now this will be like the 4th one I've made since last night, and I'm wondering, who am I going to give them to? Does anybody want gifts right now with all that's going on? I guess I need to have like a stock of these little projects that I'm making and have them ready to start handing out as soon as all this is over. Okay, so I've cut my flap, and what I'm going to go ahead and do now, I don't have to cut that, is I'm going to miter the edges. Just angle them a little bit for ease of folding. I'm going to do that over here too. Just slight diagonal edge here. Okay. And then on this part here, notice that this is a little bit more angled. It's because when you fold it in and you're going to have candy, you don't want these fighting over each other or fighting with each other for space. So what I do is I think of like this is a grilled cheese sandwich, and I'm going to cut it into triangles. It doesn't have to be exact, just close enough. Same thing coming the other way. Just cut it. Imagine a square. If you can't imagine a square, you can always measure it out. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Imagine a square. I'm going to cut my sandwich in triangles. You know what? I think I might have cut that one a tiny bit too shallow. We'll find out. When you fold it, you'll find out if it folds right, and if not, cut more. Not a big deal. Okay, and then I'm going to corner around these, or around these corners. I'm going to use our detailed trio punch to do that. It just makes it look a little more finished and professional. Okay, cute. All right, so let's see if we cut right or if we need to trim some more. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Yay. Okay, so that part's done. All right, then what I did is I took the pattern paper. I'm using the Bird Ballad. I lost the name for just a second. It's the Bird Ballad paper, and I'm using these 2 sheets. It's really cute. So what I did is I cut a strip that was 2 1/8 out of this, and then I cut out some birds to use to embellish. And then I took this one has keys on one side and these beautiful flower bunches on this side, and I cut out some flower bunches here and there to use. And then I'm just fussy cutting. So this is just when they're just like cut out raw, is that the right word? I don't know. And then you fussy cut to just give it a little bit more detail. I originally was going to use this So Saffron, and then I thought, no, my bird is mostly So Saffron, a little bit of Pool Party. I'm using So Saffron for the base. I'm going to go ahead and use the Pool Party flowers for him. So now I have extra pieces. I'll have to make more stuff. Oh, poor me. Gonna have to play some more. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this down using my liquid glue. This is the glue I prefer to use. It's a little more forgiving than your snail or tear and tape, although I love those too. And I got a little bit close to the edge over here, but it dries clear. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it vertical. So it looks like it's not really coming out the sides, so oh, it did a little bit, but that's okay. It dries clear, so it's no big deal. You can you have a few seconds to kind of mush it around and make sure it's positioned how you want it. Okay, then what we're going to do here, notice how we have a stitched circle, and then we have a scallop. So I used the, oh, I'm not sure, I want to say it's the 1 7/8 stitched circle, and then the 2-inch scallop. And I need to pull those out because I put them away already. So stitched circle and the scallop. And make sure I picked the right ones. Okay, so I'm going to run them through my Big Shot. And I need my So Saffron paper and my Whisper White scrap. Okay, and let me move this stuff out of the way so I don't lose it. I don't know how much how much space I have on my camera. And now I think it's coming up sideways anyway. Hang on, let me see if I can get it to, oh, I don't know. I think I don't know. I think it's gonna come out okay. We'll see. All right, so I'm gonna get my Big Shot out and I'm going to go ahead and cut those out. All right, so stitch circle in Whisper White. I usually have a smaller piece of the colored paper, and then I can run them both at the same time, but I just had to cut a fresh piece of the So Saffron, so I'm not doing that. Oops. I'm just going to put it in this way and run it back at me. And I don't want to be wasteful, so let me get it up here on the edge. I hope you can see all this. Okay, I think I might have gotten it a little too close to the edge, but we'll see. No, it came out perfectly. Whew, that was close. Look how close I got it. Yeah. Okay. Well, that worked out. Thank goodness. Alrighty. I probably wasn't supposed to do that, but that's okay. Alright. So now I have this little scallop piece and this little stitch circle. I'm going to go ahead and adhere those together. Just a little bit of my glue, and it's just going to have a little bit of that scallop peeking out to the edge. It's very faint, but I love it. I just think it's really cute. Oh, see, I smushed it a little bit, so now I have a little bit of grace in moving stuff around. Okay, all right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to position my little birdie. I think I'm going to put him right here, and then I'm going to put the flower. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere him down. Just put him a little bit of glue right there. Okay. And then I'm going to put the flower kind of over his feet a little bit. Okay, I just put a little bit in the center of the flower on the inside. All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp, and I think I put this away. I did. All right, so I'm going to use, this is the So Sentimental Cling Stamp Set. It's one of my new favorites so far. I've used Yummylicious for this project that I did last night. Same kind of idea, just used older paper that is retired, and then the Yummylicious stamp. And I'm using the For You. I'm going to get my A block out. And I'm using the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. just stuck to a bunch of dimensionals. Dimensionals, what are you doing? Okay. Oops, upside down. You know what? I might have over inked him. Yeah, I think he's okay. Yep. Okay. I'll clean that in just a minute. And I'm going to use the, oh, what is this called? This is the Classic Label Punch. And I'm going to do just a little bit. See, I did a little bit of a point kind of past the U. So I'm going to do that just a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to cut one of these out of silver metallic. I just need a little bit. I don't need a whole lot. Just need a scrap piece of it. Okay, and I'm going to trim this down a little bit. Right here. Okay. And then I'm going to attach it to this, and I'm going to glue those together. Let me trim that down, and then I'm going to glue. You can use a variety of different adhesives for what we're doing, but for gluing onto our metallic paper, you really probably should use the liquid glue. It sticks a lot better, but it does take a little bit longer to set because of the slickness of the metallic paper. So just be careful as you're moving things around. If you bump it and it's right as the moment it's going to set, you're stuck with it. Okay. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and I'm going to put a bling. I'm just going to wait for this to sit for just a minute, and I'm just going to go ahead and put some bling on the bird part, the little flower right here. I'm going to use the little tiny one. Come on, guy. There we go. And you know what? I probably can go ahead and do this one too. It won't hurt. Okay. And then I'm going to, I feel like I want to go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to use dimensionals. I'm just going to use 3. And my camera is still going, I hope. All right, and then we're just going to center this right there. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of the liquid glue just along here. And just gently kind of tuck it up into this flower and stick it down. And there we go. Very cute. I love this project. Love it, love it, love it. So there's that one, and then here's one I made with a different bird and a different color of the flower, and then again here's the one that I made last night. I made it with the Designer Series paper. It's a little less firm than the cardstock, so it's kind of being a rascal. Oh, but I did last night, I did do a little mini card to put in it, so that's cute too. You can decorate these on the inside if you want to. You can just put a piece of Whisper White right here and then stamp something, a little sentiment in there too if you want to. All right, so that's my project. Thanks for checking in with me. Hop over to my blog. Thanks, bye.